How you doing? Mr. Yellow Dot Spotlight Show. Mr. Giovanni Alexander Brooks.
All so simple, we had all the answers, like the split, take the drink. But the more we drank, the more I couldn't process everything and how I feel. So I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I felt that monkey coming off my back, alright. And I stare right out onto a clearing. Then I ask the question, does it even matter? 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 Not at all. Oh yeah, you know, going on, and I'm through with this.
All right. Giovanni, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Let me turn this up just a tad bit. Hang on a minute. I'm back.
Hey.
All right. Hey, so looks like you got a few dates coming up that you're going to be playing some performances.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing a few performances around the Central Valley. Next Tuesday, October 3rd, I'll be playing at Modesto Downtown Sampler, which is kind of like a downtown street fair thing. They got a lot of different musical acts playing, and I'm a roaming musician, so basically I'm going to be traveling around the downtown area of Modesto, kind of playing songs.
I think that might be my favorite stage, the roaming around stage. Right,
yeah.
Right? I mean, you just get to go anywhere you want and just kind of stop and just start playing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have free will, so no one really trying to stop you. And it feels kind of good.
Right. They're just like, let's move over here a minute, move over there, move over here. Usually when I do those kind of gigs, I bring a suitcase with me.
Yeah, I think that's what I got to do. Either bring a suitcase or a duffel bag. I don't know how a bowl's gonna work out, because they actually asked some of the artists to actually go on the shuttle that goes around downtown Modesto and play some songs on the shuttle and board off at a different spot and then kind of just mill around. So we'll see how that goes.
Emmanuel, the shuttle. I think we should music bomb the place that we're gonna crash it. We're gonna sneak in. That's what I was trying to think. Right. So some other gigs that you doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we got that. I got that going on, and then I got the Collide Art event, which is in downtown Stockton. It's going to be like a week of the arts and music. That's going to be happening between the weeks of. I'm playing on the 19th, so I'd say the week of the 15th through all the way through the 19th during that week.
Nice.
And then I'm also in like a punk rock band. We're doing the Halloween's cover show sometime at the end of October. So that's kind of like, if you know the address, see your show type of thing. But
I won't tell nobody. Where is it? Kidding. But awesome. I love the Halloween show, especially houses or something there where you get dressed up. That's still some of my favorite times of the years and those kind of gigs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like everyone, the group of people that usually host it, they're really into like dressing up and cosplaying and having a good time. A couple of the shows that I've been to that they hosted, they're all about doing cosplay. But the location's moving around because it's getting a little bit colder. So we had them outside, so we're trying to find somewhere inside. So
somewhere in between and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, nice. I might have to ask you. Behind the scenes is where it might be. Hey, I'm also doing the art week, so it's something we have in common.
Oh,
We're
right.
doing the art week, and kind of nice. I stopped in Miracle Mile, and I think it's on the Miracle Mile. And I can't remember where it's at.
I know that the event page on Facebook, I know Good Stock put it up. It said something about like somewhere being in downtown, but I know it's going to be generally in this area, high traffic area. So we'll see.
Nice. And we can look up. You can find out information about that art week at the Good Stock page on Facebook.
Yeah.
And your page, my page. There's a couple of us. We're going to be hanging out at that art week.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Right. And then any more shows coming up?
Other than that, I know that I usually have a weird residency spot at Castle Trade & Co. They usually ask me to play once a month. It can be on a Thursday, a Friday, or a Saturday. But they're doing their one year anniversary thing on October 21st. They asked me to come and play a few songs for that.
Wow.
And that's a Saturday, and it's most likely going to kick off sometime around 7 and go all the way throughout the night. They're trying to stay open until midnight.
Yeah, that'd be a good night. So that was the 21st?
Yeah, the 21st.
21st on there. Well, nice. He's, man, I always see you out there on Facebook. You're always moving around, always jamming and playing good music and stuff. I think a lot of stuff I've seen you was at the Blackwater. A lot of places I've seen you play there a lot past few years that I've noticed.
Yeah, I mean, like most musicians in town, I kind of started out playing the open mics and kind of like I played the open mic here at Warlow's many times years ago, and then I played when Impresso was across the street and they had their open mics, and eventually I moved on to the bus stop, the Blackwater. Got to play there a few times, got to host it a couple times, and I just love playing music. I wouldn't say it's what I'm made for, or it's the one thing I can do forever, but I enjoy it.
It's in your soul. It's in your soul. I mean, and sometimes you ever feel like a vessel, like when you're playing, it's just it just starts taking over, and you start just that some of that energy just starts going.
I mean, I do get kind of moments where it just turns into autopilot. I don't really think about it. It just kind of happens, and then I wake up, and then 30 minutes goes by, and I'm like, oh, the set's over.
Right, it's like a time warp on stage sometimes.
It is.
It's amazing. Speaking of time warp, let's check out another song from Giovanni.
All right. This one's a bit more of a blues tune, so I'll try not to play it too fast. toss and turn. Then I like to think about you. How did you wrong? But I can move in with my driving blues. But I can move in with my driving blues. With my, all along with my driving blues. Thank you.
All right, nice. So, sounds like you got like a lot of different styles that come out of you, different music and stuff. Is that where we go sometimes? I know you're saying you're in a punk rock band and then you have an acoustic guitar with some blues and stuff, but it's really awesome when a writer can kind of express themselves in multiple genres and stuff. Is that some of the stuff that you kind of like to dabble in?
Generally, yeah, that's generally how I kind of do it. I mean, most of the time around town, whenever I play gigs, folks kind of see me as like, oh, this guy plays blues, and then a lot of the younger kids, they see me at the punk shows, and you know, half the time they're like, oh, Gio plays blues, and then they hear me play some punk rock, and they're like, oh my God, this dude,
what?
This dude's amazing, what? And you know, honestly, I listen to different types of music. Like when I'm at home, I listen to jazz, I listen to R&B, I listen to old folk, old country, punk rock, blues. Like I think as a songwriter, you have to kind of round it out. You know, you have to listen to a little bit of everything and learn how to play everything. And when it comes to music, I'm not like a genius or super talented in the sense that, you know, I'm a shredder on a guitar, but I think I understand the fundamentals, and I think that's what kind of pushes the music. It's just, you know, how I know the basics. How much of the basics can I do, but kind of make it seem like it's a little bit more, you know? So.
Yeah, definitely, you know, and a lot of times when you're doing that, and then you start collaborating with people, that kind of bounces off different feels and genres that you're doing, and things like that. So that's pretty amazing, you know. I think as a songwriter, it is nice to be a little bit well-rounded to see where other styles come from, maybe. And then I think one of the good things is to be, like you said, maybe not the best player or the shredder, but adaptable. If you're an adaptable player, I mean, you can almost jam with anybody and in almost any kind of little environment. You know, this Saturday is going to be Big Ray's birthday bash. You know, he has a set, and then he's going to have jammers come up and just start formulating live stuff right there, kind of like a hodgepodge of music. You know what I'm understanding on that. So, so who are some of the artists that might you kind of emulate, or that really just that really comes through you, Joshua?
You know, I could go to the old school guys, like, you know, I could say, oh, Muddy Waters, or, you know, Howlin' Wolf, or Sonny Boy Williamson, and some of those guys.
We definitely got to walk before we run.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There we go. So we got the staple, got the grassroots of the music in the.
Yeah, I would say like blues is kind of like where I hang my hat to what I learned how to do on guitar, and then, you know, there's modern artists like Dan Auerbach of the Black Keys. I think he's really cool. Jack White of the White Stripes and his solo stuff, I think he's really cool too. Punk rock guitarists like, you know, Brody Dahl of the Distillers, she's pretty awesome. She's an amazing songwriter. Joshua Holmes, Queens of the Stone Age, that's kind of like where I get the weirdness from, because he's very playful with his music, and I think that's pretty important too. You can stick to a structure, but you gotta kind of play around and have fun with it. You know, that's the important part, as long as you're having fun.
having fun with that. You know, and a lot of times when the audience see that you're having fun, that is the circle of energy that starts happening. And so, do you start feeding off the audience? I mean, will you start changing with the audience, you know, as the music goes, or you know, or do you kind of stick with what's happening? But you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Like,
I'm having a hard time explaining.
generally, whenever I play a show, there's a lot of performers that I know locally, and they tell me the way that they handle sets. And for me, I don't really change the music to the crowd. Like, I don't change my set. It's a lot of the same songs, but it's more of like if the crowd is not really feeling it, or if they're not into it, then I kind of draw them into the play of it. So if I'm playing a song, then I can be like, hey Dave, like, how you feeling tonight? You feeling good? Mm-hmm. And usually these are at like restaurants that serve alcohol or bars or stuff like that. So I'm like, hey, you having a drink? Come on, have another drink. I'll sound way better if you have another drink.
I'm feeling George Clinton good.
Yeah, and then we get patrons who feel George Clinton good or safe, and they kind of, you know, add some flavor to it. But I generally kind of invite the crowd to enjoy the experience, because I'm having a good time, and I want you guys to have a good time too. That's the whole purpose of me being there, is to provide some sort of entertainment. But at the same time, you want to express yourself, and you don't want to limit yourself, and you don't want to be like a living jukebox at the same time too. You got to put your own flavor into it.
Yeah, there is that fine line, you know, from the artist to the audience. You know, there's a fine tightrope to walk. You know, sometimes a lot of the popular artists are able to do that, which is an amazing talent that I always admire, when people can do that and hold the crowd. And a songwriter can do that. You know, they can feel the crowd out and hold them and cuddle them. Speaking of cuddles, can we have another song?
Yeah, I'll play you another song.
All right, another song. Giovanni.
So speaking of punk rock, this is something that was inspired by Dinosaur Jr. Tired of the same old blues. Everybody all around me is trying to fix my mood, but I got a lot on my mind, and I feel like I don't want to talk, but everybody thinks they know what I'm thinking. Everybody's trying to read my mind. Alright, man. Everybody's trying to tell me it's okay. Everybody's trying to tell me it's fine. Magenta sky, shine on through. Change my mood. Magenta sky, shine on through. Magenta sky, you're my just trying to roll along. I just wanna take a drive, and I got a pocket full of cash.
fast. You know, I just noticed you're not even using a pick. You're just kind of just going for it. Amazing, amazing.
Well, it kind of all started out at Delta. I took guitar with Travis Silvers. He hosts a one semester kind of class, and it's truly